Udah. Okay, hello everyone. We are from group C242PS514 from Product Track. We will present about our project, Heartify, which can call heart disease classify. As we know, heart disease is one of the leading causes of death in the world. And early detection is critical to improve treatment outcomes and save lives. This project aims to develop a machine learning model to classify heart health based on patient medical data. First of all, please allow me to introduce our team. We consist of 3 teams, which is there's a cloud computing, machine learning, and also mobile development. There's a Mr. David Nico and Joy Fabrian from cloud computing. There's a Mrs. Adinda Putri and Nabila Syadramdani, and also Mr. Gading Arya from machine learning. In mobile development, there's a Mrs. Nadifah Isma. Heart disease is a leading cause of death globally, including in Indonesia, with early detection often overlooked. As we know, 80% of people with heart disease who receive early detection and proper treatment can significantly improve their quality of life and reduce the risk of severe complications. A heart health screening application using machine learning can be a powerful solution. The application uses smart technology to analyze user data like exercise habits, diet, smoking, and alcohol use, body measurements such as like BMI, age, and also gender, and other risk factors. It provides quick showing if a person has a heart disease or not. Next,
Okay, next the reason for developing the heart health screening application. First, high global mortality rate. Heart disease is a leading cause of death worldwide, responsible for approximately 31% of global death annually, highlighting the urgent need from early detection and prevention. And limit access to healthcare. In many regions, especially remote areas, access to reliable healthcare facilities is a significant challenge, making it difficult for people to get timeline
next
check-up.
is Mrs. Adinda Putri.
Yeah. Advances in technology, the rise of machine learning and artificial intelligence offer an opportunity to create innovation, accurate and affordable tools for health monitoring and early risk detection. Advancement in technology, the rise of machine learning and artificial intelligence offers an opportunity to create innovation, accurate and affordable tools for health monitoring and early risk detection. Bill, belum selanjutnya, Bill. Bentar-bentar lagi dia gitu. Maaf ya. Advancement in technology. The rise of machine learning and artificial intelligence offer an opportunity to create innovation, accurate, and affordable tools for health monitoring and early risk detection. Last, public health goals. The application alike with global health initiatives such as Sustainable Development Goals SDGs 3 aiming to ensure health, life, and promote well-being for all. Next. Here are the 3 key points of the exciting result. The first, optimizing INN development. The artificial neural network or INN model has been successfully trained with a validation accuracy above 85%, leveraging drop-off and early stopping for stability and prevent overfitting. Second, multi-platform application prototype. The model has been exported to TensorFlow Lite and TensorFlow.js format, supporting mobile and browser use with a user-friendly interface. And the last, data security and market strategy. Data privacy has been ensured through encryption and simple authentication, with the target market at 35 until 65 has been identified with health education strategies in the planning stage. Next, for ML features, the first, predict analytics, classifies heart health based on user input. Second, real-time feedback, provides instant prediction results to user based on the trend model. And the last, user health history tracking, store past user health data for trend analysis and better recommendation. For the next.
Next, there are tools. Here are the tools we use to develop our projects. Starting from machine learning, there are TensorFlow, Google Colab, Scikit-learn, and also GitHub. TensorFlow used to build machine learning models like decision trees that analyze user data and predict the risk of heart disease based on input health indicators. Or Google Colab used for prototyping machine learning models and performing data analysis with Python and TensorFlow before implementing them on Google Cloud. For scikit-learn used to implement other machine learning algorithms, such as decision trees, that help analyze health data and predict the likelihood of heart disease. And for GitHub, use for version control and collaboration on the source code of heart disease detection application, allowing multiple team members to work together. Next, for cloud computing, use several tools, namely Google Cloud, Postman, and also Ubuntu. Google Cloud provides cloud infrastructure to host the backend application, manage database, and run machine learning models at scale for health disease detection. Postman used for testing and documenting APIs that handles data inputs from user and send health disease risk prediction from the backend application. Ubuntu is the operating system for development and server environments, allowing the management of the backend and deployment of the heart disease detection application on Google Cloud. Lastly, for mobile development, we use Figma and Android Studio. Figma used to design the user interface (UI) of the application, ensuring a user-friendly experience for entering health data and receiving heart disease risk prediction. Android Studio, the development platform for creating mobile application, enabling the development of Android apps that lets user input health data and receive prediction on heart disease risks. Next, there is cloud architecture. Cloud architecture is attached to describe how the application process works. The first users log in to enter the application, then they can choose to view articles or make prediction directly. Articles contain information about heart health. If they choose prediction, they will be asked to fill in the available questions. Then the system will go to the backend server deployed in Cloud Run, and the server will go to the model stored in cloud storage and will make prediction. The prediction results that are output will be stored in Firestore as history. Next.
So here's we have API documentation that we did this here we give the tree of the documentation that this image shows the API documentation in Postman, which is an important part to demonstrate the backend implementation. There are several example of API response illustrated in JSON format. Each response which show relevant data including status, message, and data, which reflect the structure of the API being organized. In this image, each API request has a response status with 200 OK, indicating that the request has been successfully processed. This indicates that API is working properly. The output produces three types of type, namely poor, fair, and good, which adjust the classification result and the model that was previously created by the machine learning team, which is the classification result based on the end user input. Next slide.
Okay, here I will explain the result of my capstone, the Heartify application. Here you can see on the initial display of the application, there is a welcome to the Heartify application display. In this feature, we are asked to make two choices, namely registering and logging in. In the register button is pressed, a form will appear that serves to enter data in the form of name, email, and password. And if you have successfully registered, then we will be directed to log in. On the login page, we are asked to enter our email and password. And if successfully logged in, then we are directed to a motion layout display. Okay, next. A motion layout display whose content explain about a glimpse of information about Heartify apps to users and the use of this application. Here there is also a login button, which if we press the button, then we will be directed to the home page. Next. Okay, on the homepage, there are several features, namely the settings feature, which function to set the user identity, the info feature to display information about heart health, next, the login feature at the bottom, which function to log out of the account and must log in again, and the last is the main feature of this application, namely the button at the top of the quote, which function to check to heart health. Next. In this main feature, we will be asked to answer several questions related to heart health. Here you can also see that there is a form to answer this question. And to process this question, we use TensorFlow. And the result is if the BMA mean 18, that is good. If under 18, this is poor. Okay.
That's all for our presentation. Thank you for your attention.